It's Charlie Martinez here with aka Old Man Charles underscore X34 here with you with another video where I would like to discuss everyone's autism outlook, because when it comes to having your own outlook towards autism, you can have a positive or a negative outlook on autism. Because for me, growing up, I never knew I was on the autism spectrum, so I kind of went through life knowing that half of myself was hidden, because it doesn't really feel well to hide my other half, because in a way autism does not define me. I never stay that ever. Autism is something I live with. And what I'm trying to say here is that we could cope with the things we have that make part of us as an individual, but it doesn't mean that we can't feel pride in it, because being able to overcome obstacles such as having autism, being blind, being deaf, or having some sort of disorder and overcoming it is an accomplishment to feel proud of. And to me, we should all have pride in who we are as individuals, no matter what anyone else says, because yes, understand having autism could be really difficult, and I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it. There are downsides to having autism when it comes to meltdowns, social interaction, and having difficulties with communication and really developing these relationships with people in terms of friendship, family-wise, or meeting new people, which can be really difficult. From my experience, it's really hard to meet people. And there's also positive outlook about autism too, because I noticed a lot of people that are on the spectrum have developed obsessions that lead to talent, and the talent turns into a career. Like, for example, Temple Grandin. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but you get what I'm saying. Temple Grandin loved animals and science, and she managed to make a whole system made for cattle that benefited their own system in the farm industry. And plus, she became a professor at Colorado for a couple years, which is pretty great on my note. And to me, I feel like if we establish some sort of development for people that are on the spectrum when they're children, they would know what their interest is, they would build on that interest, and they would turn it into a career later on in the future and actually accomplish a lot of great things in this world, just like anyone else. Because to me, I feel like kids that are on the autism spectrum don't get their credibility in being able to succeed at what they're really good at. Because, for example, I know this kid named Chris B, who's really good at basketball, and he could shoot half-court shots for like nothing, and no one's ever invited him for basketball tries to my school, and he never got a fair shot at the big leagues. And to me, I felt like he's a great basketball player, but no one wanted to give him a chance, apparently. Because I guess apparently when I was back in school, people on disabilities such as Down syndrome, autism, etc. were always left out in sports and kind of had to be forced into teams or become charity cases, which to me I feel like it's not fair, because everyone deserves a rightful spot to show what they can do. And honestly, I think Special Olympics comes good with that part, because they allow every individual with disabilities to showcase what they're capable of, in which my aunt has participating in the Special Olympics for several years now, and so far she's really happy with what she's doing, and if she's happy, then I'm happy. And besides this, I also wanted to keep bringing up the outlook and the positive, or I'm repeating what I'm saying, I'm sorry. It's just a little hot here in Texas, so, it gets a little heated and I can't think when I'm a little warm. Plus, I'm wearing this thick jacket, so it does not help. What I'm trying to say here is, there's always a positive and negative with everything, including autism. It's not always going to be a cakewalk, but what I'm trying to say here is make the best of a situation and make the best of what you have. Because, let me give you an example. If someone gives you lemons, you make lemonade. If you didn't get exactly what you want and you get oranges, make orange juice. That's all I gotta say for today. Hope you guys have a good afternoon or a good night. Later.